Okay, I think I'm getting a little bit better at this. And what I'm going to do is write down the expansion the way I'd like to see it written. And the way I'd like to see it written as, you know, a binomial coefficient, x to the 5 to the 5th power. This is going to be 5, 5. And then it's going to be that, the second term, which is actually minus blah, blah, blah to the 0 power. So I'm not going to write that down. The next term is going to be 5, 1, 5, 5, 4. And then you're going to get x to the 5th power raised to the 4th. And that second term, which is minus y4 z over 3 to the 1st power. All right, let's keep going. Plus 5, 3 x5 to the 3rd power. And then what do you get? You get minus y4 z over 3 to the 2nd power. Let's keep writing it. Plus 5, 2 x5 squared. It's worked though. I'm not saying it's not. And then you're going to get minus y4 z over 3 cubed. Then you're going to get plus 5, 1 x5 to the 1st power minus y4 z over 3 to the 4th power. Last but not least, you're going to get 5, 0. There'll be none of those x5s anymore, but now I get this, minus y4 z 3 to the 5th power. Right? Before I go on, I want to just kind of point some things out to you. That the sum of the, sorry about that, I didn't mean to point that out. The sum of the exponents, 4 and 1 is 4, 3 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 4, 5, is always going to be 5 for this problem. The other thing I notice about it is there's going to be 6 separate terms, all right? This is a term, this is a term, this is a term, this is a term over here, this is a term, this is a term. Right, I noticed that. What else do I notice? The coefficients, they're symmetric. Like 5, 5, and 5, 0 is the same number. I want to write that down. I'm getting a little better at the computation now. This will be 1, and this will be 1. This will be 5, and this will be 5. Let me put little circles on that. All right, I got the other ones to do. And they're a little more complicated, I guess. But I'm going to put the 5, 3 down now. So 5, 3, that's 5 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial, and that's the same thing as 5, 2. Question is, what's the number? Well, it's going to be 5 times 4. The 3 factorials cancel off over 2, and that would turn out to be 10. So this is going to be 10, and this is going to be 10. Now, of course, I got to do the work now, all right? And someone says, you're going to do all that work? It's not much work. It really isn't. So I'll write this one down for you, but it is work. The first one's going to be 1 times, x to the 5th raised to the 5th power, which just be x to the 25th. The next one's going to be minus. And what do I see? I see 5 thirds. That's the number. Let me go through the letters now. I'm seeing x20. I'm on the second term, by the way. I see y4. I see a z. All right? So I just did this term and that term. I'm going to do this term. What are you going to get? You're going to get plus 10 over 9. You're going to get x15. You're going to get y8. You're going to get z squared. Let's keep moving along. Let's move to this term. What are you going to give there? Let's write this down. You're going to get 10 over 27. We'll check the key later, by the way. You're going to get x10. You're going to get Whoops, I made a mistake. I just saw it. This is negative. Why is that? I'm cubing that negative number. Let's write it down. And what do you get there? I lost track. Not really. You're going to get x10, you get y12, and you get z cubed. All right? Let's go to this term. Really not that bad, but I'm running out of room. This is going to be plus, let's see, 5 over 81. You're going to get x5. You're going to get y, 4 times 4 is 16, and z cubed. Last but not least, what are you going to get? Minus, well, there's going to be a 3 in the bottom, and there'll be y20, z5. Let's get a red pen out and see how we did. I see it. Do you see this? Let's see, minus 5x20, y4, z over 3. Do I see this? 10, x15, y8, z squared over 9. Do I see this? Let's see, minus 10, x to the 10, y12, z cubed over 27. Do you see this? Let's see, 5, x5, y16. Made a mistake. Let's see where it came from. I see it, and it's my mistake. This is not a 3. That should be a 4. All right? Yep, that worked out with that small correction, but it's still an error. I mean, I'm not saying it's not an error. Do I get the last guy? Let's see what it looked like over there. Minus y20, z5. I made a mistake. And what's the mistake I made? I forgot to do something. I forgot to take this thing, which is 3 to the 5th power. Let's go through that. 3 times 3 is 9, 27, 81, 243. So I made another mistake, 2 mistakes. Get my eraser out and put that down. Now, certainly, you're going to make more mistakes. All I can say is fess up to them and try not to make those mistakes when you're doing an exam because there's penalty to it. All right? So we did okay there. Thank you. Oh, before I forget, my name is Ron Bannon. If you see something, say something. My email address is Bannon. All right. Thank you.